Really, Sandra Bullock? Really? Yes, I know this movie was supposed to be terrible. About every single critic in the world said this movie was horrible. Well, keep in mind that I'm an idiot and I don't listen. I should have listened. But the funny thing about the beginning, it's not that bad. You know, the movie completely falls to crap once she goes on this blind date with Steve, played by Bradley Cooper, who I like, but his character in this movie was so underwritten and so undeveloped. He really didn't have much to do with the movie, believe it or not. He was mainly just a prop to motivate Sandra Bullock to act like an idiot. She goes on this blind date, the movie completely falls to crap. She just goes insane all of a sudden because she thinks Bradley Cooper's hot. She doesn't even talk to him. She gets in his car and she like starts making out with him. And then, you know, she goes crazy and falls him. This lady like needs to be locked up. She needs to be tranquilized. She needs to have a straitjacket on. But the first, I don't know, 15, maybe not 15, but whatever, leading up to the date, everything for that, you know, it wasn't that bad. You know, it kind of established a somewhat interesting character, you know, a quirky crossword puzzle maker. You know, she likes what she does, she doesn't care what other people think. You know, it's alright, kind of, you know, pretty likable. But then she just goes insane, and most of this movie is horrible. You know, the beginning's pretty cool, the whole middle is horrible. There were some pretty good scenes near the end. There was some actually somewhat effective emotional scenes. But you think back to like some of the middle and there was just really no reason for it to be emotional, and everything that about every character in this movie doesn't make any sense. They really don't have any proper motives. It's not a good story driving what this lady is doing. As Thomas Hayden Church is keep manipulating Sandra Bullock to get her to follow Bradley Cooper. Why? I don't know. I can't really say anything about Bradley Cooper's character. He was such a thin character. You know, he's a young dude that is creeped out by her. That's basically it. And, you know, Ken Jeong, or whatever the dude's name is, the naked guy that popped out of the trunk in The Hangover and was in a bunch of other comedies, he's in this movie. He hasn't really given any humor, or at least any funny humor. There really isn't much funny stuff here at all. A lot of it is just extremely over the top and just dumb. And there's a lot of random acts of peril and violence that feel really out of place. We got deaf kids falling down holes, and them like running like 5 feet away from a tornado. There were, just a few laughs I can remember, a good laugh, but that'd be near the end. Pieces of a good movie here in Sandra Bullock's character, because near the end, you know, she seems somewhat likable, so it's just all over the place. They really mishandled her character in this movie, really. Once she goes on this date with Bradley Cooper, the film is completely ruined. And really, why couldn't she just have actually gone on a date with him, and we could have learned something about him? They could have actually had a date and talked, and then, you know, she just really, really likes him. And it can be a somewhat relatable situation. She just really, really likes him, so she follows him. She doesn't go freaking insane. In the end, I was just like, dang, because she's actually become somewhat likable in the end. A few scenes that I liked, they completely ruined this movie. They really did. It's not a good movie. You don't need to see it. It's freaking stupid. Overall, I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 10.
That was a definite... It was a 10 out of 10. What do you say?
I say 2.5 out of 10.
I laughed. I cried.
She didn't cry. She's lying. Where are we going?
Barnes & Noble. They didn't end up together. I almost peed myself with anger.
She's a very well-sculpted human being. I like her a lot. She's a good person.
Oh, thank you.
She just has bad taste in movies.
No, I love that.